Good day everyone, especially to our professor, none other than Dr. Celestino Bisiglos. I am Ana Rose Tinwatam, and this is my teaching demonstration using deductive approach. Let me start. Everybody, please stand up and Miss Padillo lead the prayer. Amen. Okay class, good morning. Alright, so I hope you are doing good and well today. Miss Secretary, who are absent? There is no absent today. That's great class because there is no absent today. But before, let us start our lesson. Who can still remember our lesson yesterday? Yes, Miss Padillo, verb. And Mr. Bacalso, what is verb? Verb is an action verb. That's great. Who can give me the examples of verb? Yes, Miss Jessa. Eat. Yunson. Run. Bayanban. Dance. So those are the examples of verb. Any clarifications, suggestions, and additional informations about verb? None. If there's no question, let us proceed to our new lesson today. But before I will share to you or I will discuss to you class our new lesson today, let me show first this object. So this is the paper. So if this is the paper and if I will crumple the paper, and who will crumple the paper class? Example, if this is the object. So, who crumpled the paper? Alright, so me doing this action or doing this object. So, I will crumple this paper. So, our new lesson for today is all about active and passive voice. Alright, so active and passive voice. So, voice of the sentence refers to the form of a verb that indicates when a grammatical subject perform the action or receive the action. So that is the voice of the sentences. Alright. But before we will start class, let me introduce or show you first our learning objectives. So this is our learning objectives. So at the end of the lesson, the students, you are expected to A. Differentiate active and passive voice. Letter B. Construct sentences using active and passive voice. Last objective. Recognize active and passive voice in everyday communication. So this is our learning objectives for today's lesson. Alright. So, who can give me an idea or if you heard the word active voice, what comes first into your mind? Yes, Miss Padillo, perform the action. Yes, Bayanban, does the action. Yes, Mr. Padillo, do the action. So, all of your answers are correct. So, let me show you the active voice definition. Alright. So, you are correct. When we see active voice, the subject does the action or the subject perform the action. So, the subject does the action. That is active voice. So, in order for you class to really understand what is active voice all about, I will show you a lot of examples for you to really understand what is active voice all about. Alright, let me show you examples class. So, number one example of active voice. Martha prepares dinner. So, in order for you class to determine whether it is active, you should first determine the subject, the verb, and the objects. Examples of number one is Martha prepares dinner. Who does the action? So again, in order for you to really understand the active voice, you need first to identify what is the subject. So our subject here is Martha. And what is our verb? Prepares. So, Martha prepares dinner. Who prepares dinner? Is Martha. Number 2 examples. John had watched a movie. Our subject is John. What is our verb? Watch. Number 2 example. Jessa will write an essay. Who will write an essay? Jessa. Another example. Luz chased the butterfly. Who chased the butterfly? Luz. So this is our subject. Alright. I bought some new shoes. Okay, who bought some new shoes? So, I. So that is our subject. And our verb is both. Another example, Johan sang a song. Who sing a song? Is Johan. So it's our subject. Rita reads a book. Angel plays a cricket. Lourdes sells a book. So these are the following examples of active verb. Again, in order for you to really understand the active voice, you need to identify first the subject, the verbs, and the objects. Yes? Alright, so let us proceed to the second types of the voice, which is passive. And anybody from the group, what do you mean by passive? If you heard the word passive, what comes first into your mind? Anybody? Receive the action. Yes, Miss Panilio. Receiver. Yes, Mr. Bacalso. Receive the action. All of your answers are correct. Okay, let's see. So, this is the definition of passive voice. So, when we say passive, the subject of a sentence receive the action. So that is the passive voice. Again, the subject of a sentence receive the action. So for you to really understand what is passive voice, I will show you examples. Alright, these are the examples of passive voice. Again, this is the examples of passive voice. Number 1, my laptop was stolen. Okay, we will back here. The definition of passive, the subject of the sentence receive the action. Alright, the example here, my laptop was stolen. Okay, always remember class, in the passive voice, all the subject always receive the action. Okay, who received the action? So the laptop. So if you notice if you see the word was, this is automatically passive voice. Example number 2, Napa Valley is known for its excellent wines. So the word is. So Napa Valley is known for its excellent wines. So the word is. So that is automatically passive voice. Another, 20 civilians were killed in the bomb explosion. So the word were, it is automatically passive voice. Another example, the Mona Lisa was painted. The word was, painted by Leonardo da Vinci. So always remember class, in identifying the passive voice, if you notice the word was, where, are, so that is automatically passive voice. So any clarifications about passive and active voice? So in class, I have a question to you. So what is, in order for us to achieve these objectives, for you, what is the importance, or why do we need to study active and passive voice? What do you think, class, is the importance of studying active and passive voice? Anybody from the group? Yes, Miss Padillo. To have a clarity of the message? Anyone? Alright, in order for us to really understand the message. So, okay, the importance of studying active is that the clarity of the message is really important in our everyday communication for us to really understand what is passive voice in our everyday communication. So active voice is really important in our everyday communication because of the clarity of the message. Any question, class, about active and passive voice? Again, when we say active, the subject does the action. The subject performed the action. Alright, so whereas passive, the subject receive, or the subject of a sentence receive the actions. So, okay, again, questions? None. So, that is the difference between active and passive voice. So, for you to really understand again, class, what is active voice, so I will give you, or let us try this one. So, tell whether the sentence is active or passive. Alright, so I will give this one. So I will give you 2 minutes to answer. Okay, class, tell whether the sentence is a active or passive voice. Oops, time is up. Alright, so who can answer number 1? Alright, the teachers graded the papers. What is our subject? The teachers. So, what the teachers do? Graded the paper. So, the answer is active. Alright, number 2. The dog chased the cat. The dog chased the cat. What is our subject? The dog. And the verb is chase. That is why letter A, or active voice. Number 3. The patient was examined by the doctor. Who examined the doctor? The patient. So, passive voice. Number 4. The song was performed by the singer. Who performed the song? The singer. So, always remember the word was. It is automatically passive voice. Another one. The writer wrote the novel. Okay, who wrote the novel? The writer. So, it is active voice. Okay? Any clarification? Okay, none. So, if there's none, class, I will give you quiz today. So, please get 1/2 crosswise, class. Then I will give you, I think, 3 minutes to answer this one. I will read the direction, class. Directions. Write A if the sentence is in active voice, and write P if it is in passive voice. Okay, 1 to 10 only, class. So I will give you 3 minutes to answer. Keep quiet, class. Keep quiet. Mind your own answer, class. Keep quiet. Keep quiet. Shh. Mind your own answer, class. Time is up. Alright. So, let us answer. Exchange paper with your seatmate. Okay? Are you done? Okay. Who can answer number 1? Yes, Mr. Bacalso. Read and answer. Reporters write newspapers. What is our subject? Reporters. Who write the newspaper? The reporters. That is why our answer is active. Okay, number 2. Yes, Miss Bayanban. The company hired 'hired' 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 ' What is the answer, Miss Padillo? Active. Alright. Number 2, yes. Yes. The clear. I open the door. So, active. Number 4, who can answer? Yes, Mr. Padang. Christian wrote the book. So, active again. Number 5, the test will be given by the professor. Who give the test? The professor. So, active voice. Because the word by. Number 6, who can answer? Yes, Albaran. The cat was painted by the woman. Who painted the cat? Woman. So, the word is passive voice. Number 7, who can answer? Yes, Bolo. The window was broken by a crack. The word was passive. Number 8. Yes, Miss Sumaba. Padillo ate the sandwich. Who ate the sandwich? Padillo. So, active voice. Number 9. Yes, Cordapia. Alright. The teacher graded the exams. Who graded the exam? The teacher. Alright. Number 10, last number. Yes, Miss Lily. Alright. The girls played volleyball. Who played the volleyball? The girls. The answer is active voice. Clarifications? Any suggestions about our lesson? None? Who can get the highest score? Yes? Padillo? 10. Pakalso? 10. Bayanban? 10. Alright! That's great! You are really understood, class, about our lesson. Alright, so, with that, I think, I am pretty sure that you really understand the lesson. Then, I will give you assignment and to be passed it next meeting. Our assignment, write at least 10 sentences, paragraph about your favorite. Write 5 sentences in active voice and 5 sentences in passive voice. Again, so this is our assignment and to be passed it on Monday. So, in order for you to really work your assignment, I will give you criteria. So, our criteria is organization of ideas, 20 points. The content, of course, is 30 points. The total of 50 points. Alright, so thank you so much for participating, for joining the class today. And goodbye and happy weekend, class. By the way, I am your teacher, Mrs. Anna Rose M. Danwata. Goodbye and happy weekend. Thank you.